Hey everybody, and welcome to this 7-day clean eating series. My name's Christina Manier, if you guys don't know who I am, and I just wanted to come on and make a video for you guys really quick, just talking about a few of the things that are going to be going on throughout the next 7 days for you. So obviously I want to, tell you guys a little bit about who I am, just in case, you're not sure, or you've never maybe had the chance to meet me in person or anything like that. But I want to give you a chance to get to know me a little bit, get to understand, what this program is about, how it's going to help you, and kind of what to expect throughout the next 7 days. So first things first, before we get into anything, I'm going to be sharing my screen here with you in a few minutes and walking you through step by step how everything is going to work this week. But I want to kind of just start a little bit about, I just want to share a little bit of my story with you guys, because if I had something like this, like I'd say maybe 6-7 years ago, maybe it wasn't even then, probably like 5 to 6 years ago when my whole fitness journey kind of started to unfold, if I would have had something like this to start teaching me what it truly means to eat clean, to start developing healthy habits, to start incorporating workouts into my everyday lifestyle, except for going on the elliptical for 30 to 60 minutes a day. Like if I had something like this that really said, hey, Christina, this is where you need to start. Like everything that you're doing that you think is right, it's not really right. Like you're doing it all wrong, girlfriend. Like if I had this back then, I feel like I probably would have stepped up my game a lot sooner and started this whole getting fit and healthy thing a lot sooner, and kind of avoided a lot of trial and error that I went through in the process of starting out on this health and fitness journey. So again, I just want to share a little bit of my story with you guys, because this is something that I know I'm not the only one who struggles with. Like if you rewind back to my college days from 2007 to 2011, gosh, I'm dating myself, I know. But if I rewind back, to those days, and even a little bit beyond, like 1 to 2 years beyond that, I was under the impression that I needed to be doing cardio nonstop and ab workouts to get a six-pack or to lose fat. I thought that eating cereal 3 times a day was healthy because it was Special K cereal. And I was like, oh yeah, it says that if I eat this and drink the Special K shakes, I'll lose weight, right? Okay. So I was doing all these things. I was, drinking on the weekends, like what college kid doesn't? I was, having fun. I was going, so on the weekends I was having fun. I was going, afterwards we'd go out to eat at like 3-4 in the morning, get chocolate chip pancakes, like every day, and not just in the weekends, but every day. Like I realized, like from now looking back, that I was making really unhealthy choices. And the choices that I was making back then, I thought they were healthy, but now I realize, like, whoa, I was eating like garbage, and it totally showed. Back then, I'm like, why is my face always breaking out? Like I would have forehead acne up the wazoo every single day. I was taking all these different, I was using facial creams and like Proactive and all this different stuff to try and get rid of it, when at the end of the day, everything was happening because of the food I was putting in my body. Okay. And, not only that, but I was starting to see weight gain. I was starting to not fit in my clothes anymore how I used to. I was starting to feel uncomfortable in what I was wearing, and, not even in my clothes, but outside my clothes. Like I wasn't comfortable, and I didn't know why all this was happening. Well, yes, I'd heard all these people talk about, oh, eating clean and working out, but like, did I really understand what that meant back then? No, I didn't. I just was like, oh yeah, I'm eating clean because I'm eating, I don't know, I'm eating an apple for breakfast or whatever. Like to me, that was what I needed to do. Well, obviously I've lived, I've learned, and I now understand that everything I was doing back then was completely wrong, but it's okay. Like we all have that phase in our life where we really don't know what we're doing, or maybe we've tried different diets and, they failed, or maybe we've tried cutting out sugar or cutting out, I don't know, carbs or fats or low fat this or whatever. Like there's so many different things out there, and diets and fad diets and trends that you can try to see if they work for your body. And maybe they do. Maybe they work for a week, and then, oh gosh, you stop and then you bloat back up. Like who knows? I don't know what you guys have tried personally, but for me, I know where I have been, and I know we all have our own different experiences with this weight loss journey. But through all of that, what I've found out, that the only way to successfully lose body fat, and if you want to say lose weight, or even if you're on the opposite end of the spectrum, gain muscle, is through lifestyle changes regarding healthy eating. It's never about deprivation. It's never about, cutting things out completely from your diet. It's all about balance and understanding fully how to control the types and amounts of food that you're putting in your body. Learning what it means to eat wholesome foods, to give your body that nutrition that it requires on a daily basis, and not just fueling it with junk that's going to temporarily satisfy you. And the more you eat it, the more you crave it. Like, it's a vicious cycle that goes on and on and on. But that is why we're all here in this group, right? Whatever your story is, whatever reasoning that you are here, like, we all have a story. We all start somewhere. And if this is going to be the beginning of your day one, then heck yeah, girlfriend, let's do this, because I know that after doing this group, you're going to start developing healthier habits. You're going to see what your body feels like after 7 days of eating clean and eating healthy, nutritious foods that your body thrives on. You're going to see what it feels like to drink 7 full days of the healthiest meal of your entire day, made from foods from around the world that are legitimately the healthiest forms of food on the planet. Like, you're going to see what that feels like. You're going to see what it feels like to start incorporating workouts into your day. And even if, it doesn't have to be an hour-long workout. These are only 30-minute workouts that you're going to have to incorporate in your day. But doing all of this in conjunction with the support and the accountability that you're going to receive, you will start to see that shift. And you will start to see what it feels like and looks like to develop these healthy habits that will continue on and on and on, so long as you make that commitment to you to continue making progress going forward. But this is the first step. And I'm so, so glad that you're all here taking this first step, because I know that if I had something like this back in the day, I totally would have jumped all over it. And I'm so glad that you guys have made this decision to do so. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to start sharing my screen with you. And it might just take me 1 second, so bear with me here. All right, let me take that down. Okay, so I want to make sure that this is actually sharing, and I'm pretty sure that it is. All right, so here's what we're going to do to get started. This entire week is going to be filled with, once again, workouts, healthy eating, support and accountability. And I want to show you where you're going to start accessing all of this stuff, okay? Because I know one of the questions that you probably have right now is, all right, well, you said we're going to be doing workouts. You said we're going to be eating clean. Well, how do I even go about doing that? Where do I start? So if you have purchased the 7-day sampler pack of Shakeology, you will notice that that also came with a meal plan, okay? So those are 2 main things that you need to keep in mind. And that you're going to want to look over. But the other thing that you're going to want to do, and you can go ahead and do this right along with me if you want to, or you can wait until after the video and do it, but you're going to want to head to teambeachbody.com, okay? When you do that, you're going to want to sign in. I'm already signed in, but you'll see a little button up here that says sign in. Click that and use your username and login password that you created when you first signed up. And that's going to bring you to, once again, this page. All right, so what you're going to want to do from here is click on Beachbody On Demand. And when you do that, it's going to take you to beachbodyondemand.com. So if you want to skip that entire Team Beachbody step, you can do that and just type in beachbodyondemand.com, log in that way, and it will bring you to the page that you need to get started. So here's what we have. And yours may look a little bit different than mine, because I have what's called the All Access Pass, meaning that I have access to every single program that we have ever developed, including the ones that we're releasing this year. But I have access to all of those. You most likely do not. So all of this stuff down here, you probably won't be able to see, okay? And that's okay. That just means that you don't have the All Access Pass yet, which is fine. All you need for this week is this little thing right here called Clean Week, okay? So what you're gonna do is click on that where it says Clean Week, and it's going to take you to the Clean Week program, all these options that you can choose from. So you've got the overview, you've got the workout list, and you've got program materials. So if you click on overview, you can just kind of see a little bit of what this program is all about. 7 days, 30 minutes, or 30-minute workouts. They're all low impact, and it's mainly for beginners, but you can up the intensity on each of these workouts. So in terms of the workouts, this is where you're going to be accessing them every single day. So kind of how we talked about, these workouts, once again, you're going to have to fit them into your schedule. So they're 30 minutes a day, and you can see here by clicking on the little details portion, the type of equipment that you're going to need. So all that you're going to need for this specific workout, or the specific workouts that we're going to be doing for the next 7 days, are a set of dumbbells, okay? And these can be, I would recommend a light to medium set if you're just beginning. And if you are a little bit more advanced in your fitness levels, you can do a medium to heavy, but you want to make sure that the weights are something that you can complete or that you can complete the sets and repetitions with, but with proper form, okay? So anyway, I know I'm getting a little bit off track and going to the details of it, but here you see here that this is where you access all of your workouts, okay? And you're going to have 4 different workouts that you're going to be able to choose from every single day. And it says, it literally gives you the schedule. So day 1, you're going to be working your core, day 2, cardio, strength, and then active flex on day 4. And then you repeat the core, cardio, and strength for the remaining 3 days. But you'll see here the only 2 workouts that need equipment are the strength days, and that's on day 3 and day 7. So I'm going to come back to this down here, but just know that this is where you can find all of your workout programs on Beachbody On Demand, okay? Now this is where I want you guys to all go to also, the program materials. This is going to be super, super important that you look over everything in the program materials section. So I know it looks like a lot, but it's not. The only thing that you're going to need to focus on here is the Getting Started guide, which is this first one right here, and you can see that they've got a UK version. They've got, I think it's French and Spanish. I don't even know. But you're going to just want to read this first Clean Week Quick Start Guide. And then the other one you're going to want to look at is this Clean Week Meal Planner Guide. Okay. So those are the 2 that you're going to want to focus on. But for this specific video, I'm going to focus strictly on this Getting Started guide. Okay. So here's what we've got going for you right here. And I encourage you guys to look over this in full and read through it as soon as you get a chance, just to become familiar with everything that you're going to be doing this week. So as we scroll through here, you're going to see that you've got the workout calendar, so it tells you what you're going to be doing every single day. But again, like I stated before, if you are someone who is brand new to fitness, okay, and let me see here. I'm just going to leave this. Okay. If you're someone who is brand new to fitness, working out for 30 minutes a day may not be something that you're used to. So if it's not, make sure that you're actually scheduling this stuff into your day, okay? It's only 30 minutes, but I know a lot of us can quickly allow excuses to get the best of us, right? We're like, oh, I don't feel like it, like I'm not motivated, I don't feel like getting up early, I don't feel like working out after work. Like there's so many things that we can allow to come in the way of seeing progress, okay? But you have to keep in mind it's only 30 minutes. So whatever you do, don't skip your workout, okay? When it comes to fitness and nutrition and this whole fitness healthy lifestyle, like fitness or working out and nutrition go hand in hand. Like you can't do one and expect the other one to work if you're not doing them both. Does that make sense? Like you have to do your workouts, you have to follow your nutrition plan in order to see the most effective change. Okay, so that is going to be, well, that's just a little bit about the fitness portion of this. In terms of nutrition, read over this, but you're going to see here that we're talking about Shakeology and also the Clean Week Meal Menu Plan, or the Clean Week Menu Planner. I'm going to be going over that in a separate video and showing you exactly how you're going to be planning out your meals. But just know that if you look at that other guide, that's going to show you exactly step by step what you need to do. But again, I'm going to go over that for you. But this, again, clean eating is something that most of us aren't familiar with, and it's something that we may not even know what it is. So just getting these, getting this information in your brain, like starting to think about these things and actually doing this for a week is going to really allow you to start seeing those changes and really start feeling what it's like to start making some of these healthy changes for yourself. So again, you can't skip the nutrition and just do the workouts, same as you can't skip the workouts and just expect to do the nutrition and see results. Like these things go hand in hand. But this is why we make it so simple for you, right? This is why we make this one easy to follow. Only 30-minute workouts, easy to follow meal plan, and you guys will see that when you get to look at the meal planning template. But just know that this is something you're going to want to you're going to want to make this an important part of your 7-day journey and beyond that. So read through this, and we will go through this in detail in the next video. The next thing for Shakeology, you're going to be drinking Shakeology every single day. And if you ordered the 7-day sampler pack, you will either have received the regular or the vegan options. So I'm going to show you super quickly what you can do to see the different types of Shakeology recipes. So if you go over to this workout list, you'll scroll down here and see where it says Clean Week Shakeology recipes. So all of the recipes that are part of this meal plan, you will see right here. But for whatever reason, if you don't like something that's on here, even though they literally show you the entire video on how to make it, but if you don't like something that's on here, that's totally okay. We can swap it out. You just need to let me know, and I will come up with a healthier or a healthy swap for you if there's something that you don't, that you're not sure of or you don't like. So just keep that in mind for Shakeology. But actually, I kind of forgot to include something over here. I'll go back to that. But in terms of Shakeology, though, I want to let you guys know that, like, personally, I used to think this was like literally an overpriced protein shake. I had no clue what was in it. I had no clue. I'm going to move this over here. Okay, I think you guys can still see me, but I had no clue what was in Shakeology. I had no clue what it would do for my body. I literally just thought, like, hey, this is just a protein shake. What the heck? Like, why is it the price that it's at? Well, fast forward to when I actually started to drink this stuff, like, holy crap. I don't know why I haven't been drinking this since, like, I was 5 years old. Like, if I would have started drinking this at that age in my life, like, I can't imagine how much healthier I would even be right now. But just keep in mind that, like I was saying, well, maybe I wasn't saying this earlier, maybe I just thought it to myself, but Shakeology, if you've never heard of it, this is something that is made from the healthiest foods on the planet, okay? The soil is tested for its purity. The ingredients that are in this stuff, it's tested for its overall nutritional content. Like, this is no joke, you guys. Like, this is legitimately the healthiest food. They're called superfoods, which are the healthiest foods on the planet, combined into one drink. So if you think about it, think about juicing, except in powder form. That's literally what Shakeology is, except everything is tested before they put it in the bag and, condense it into this powder form. Everything's tested for quality, nutritional content, like all of that stuff. It's all tested purely so we know exactly what's going in our bodies, and we know that this is the purest form of nutrition that we can be putting in our bodies every single day. Now, in terms of the improvements that I've seen, you're going to be drinking this for 7 days, okay? But I want you to understand that this is something that, this is not like a magic pill. Shakeology isn't going to magically make your digestion better overnight. It's not going to magically make you, have, more energy overnight and feel like a rock star, right? Like, this stuff, these changes happen at the cellular level. These are happening internally inside our bodies, and this takes a while to happen. So I would say at least 7 to 14 days of use is when you're actually going to start seeing the changes. But within this 7-day time frame, I guarantee you will start noticing. I encourage you to pay attention, because you will start noticing changes. You might notice that you're not as hungry as you used to be. You might notice that your cravings are lower because you just had this delicious chocolate or vanilla shake, and you're like, oh, I don't even want that muffin that I was craving earlier, right? Like, so pay attention to these things and really kind of reflect on your day as you go through this, to really start seeing those changes that that your body's going through. So I showed you the recipes for that, but just make sure that you're really taking the Shakeology seriously every day and incorporating this into your everyday life throughout the next 7 days and beyond, if you choose to do so. But I want to go back super quick to the nutrition piece of this, because we're going to go through this in the meal plan, but I want to make sure that you guys fully understand, like, don't feel like you need to overcomplicate this. I know when people think or hear the word meal plan, they're like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know how to meal plan. I don't know what clean eating means. I don't understand this. Like, how do I even meal prep? Like, what? I get it. Like, it can get, you can think that it can get complicating, but It's not that difficult, I promise. And I will show you step by step how to do this. I just want you to make sure that you're not overcomplicating things and just kind of taking it step by step and learning as we go. Yeah, just don't stress out about it. I promise you, you'll be completely fine. So let's go back here. Okay, so we talked about Shakeology. For me, and just super quick, I've noticed like the biggest changes that I've noticed are my digestion has improved immensely. My cravings, that's the big one. I am a huge person, I'm a huge person who loves, what am I trying to say here? I love sweets, okay? Like sweets are my thing. And there's some days I prefer like salty stuff more than sweets, but 90% of the time I'm like chocolate, peanut butter obsessed. So for me, that is where I see a huge difference is in my cravings and also my energy levels too. And the other thing, and I know that, this will take a while to happen, but my hair grows like it's no one's business. My nails are a lot stronger than they used to be. So all these things, like this is more than just a protein shake. Like, is there protein in it? Yes, but it is not a protein shake. This is a pure health shake that is going to give your body everything it needs that your body's not getting from the food that it's eating every single day. So, and we'll go more into this as we go throughout the week. But moving on, for peer support, you'll notice here, and when you read through this, you'll notice that there is an app that you can download, but we're actually going to be doing everything in a Facebook group. So I have a Facebook community that I'm going to be adding you into, but if you are someone who would prefer to track your daily Shakeology and your workouts and everything in the app, please send me a message or an email. Please send me an email and I will let you know how you can go ahead and access this and download it. And that way we can get you in here to track that. But like I said, we're not going to be using that for this group unless, of course, you just want it for your own personal tracking reasons. And in terms of sticking on topic of tracking, we're going to also be tracking our progress this week. So I know you may think, okay, what kind of progress can my body make in 7 days? But I'll be completely honest with you. If you are someone who is really not used to clean eating, or if you don't have, if you're not typically eating a lot of healthy food every day, your body will definitely see a change in 7 days if you stay consistent with the meal plan. Okay, so I encourage you before you get started to do your measurements. And then as soon as we're done on day 7, actually I recommend doing this on day 8 in the morning, taking your measurements and everything that everything I recommend in terms of, your measurements and weight. I always recommend doing that first thing in the morning. That way it's accurate and you haven't, so it's going to be right after you go to the bathroom. I recommend doing it, no clothes, just you before you eat anything. That way it can be as accurate as possible in, comparing the two results. So that is it, I believe, for this actual packet. So go ahead and read through this. I'm going to go back here and stop sharing. See where it's at. Okay, here we go. All right, so go ahead and read through that entire packet and also go and read through the meal plan guide. So again, we're going to be going over that in the next video in full, but I want to make sure that you are, up to speed on some of the things that we're going to be talking about. So I think that I've covered everything. I had a couple notes here. I just want to make sure that I've got everything. But yeah, so the most important thing to remember here is this is 7 days, okay? This is not going to be something that is super, super difficult to follow. And we made it as simple as possible. That way, even if you are at the very beginning of your journey, like no matter where you're at, this is something that's super attainable that you can do to start seeing the benefits of living a healthy lifestyle, of including, 30-minute workouts into your day, of drinking Shakeology for 7 days and seeing the benefits that it's having on your body. And not only that, but just receiving that additional support and accountability from me as your coach and from all the other women who are on this fitness and health journey with you. Like that is the most important thing here. We are never alone in this journey, okay? And it can be hard sometimes to stay motivated or hold ourselves accountable when it's just us. But when we have a community of women who are doing this with us, like that makes things 100 times better, and it makes it so we don't feel like we're alone. And when we're, craving something, or if we don't feel like doing our workout, that's when we come to the group, that's when we check in, and that's when we receive that motivation and accountability that we need from not only, myself as a coach, but all the other women who are doing this alongside you. So, all right, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Stay tuned for the next one, which is going to be all about how you can start tracking or planning your meals and what this whole meal prep thing is about. So I will see you all soon. Bye.